Hey folks, this is IO and we're back with some more World of Tanks. Now, this is not me playing. This is, in fact, Thinking Cashew. He's a good friend of mine, and apparently both friends of mine have decided that they want to go at opposite ways, or they're just trolling each other. Not a clue which. Jordan is the other SU-100Y, and that's Cadet over in the AT-8. Anyways. So, this is a defense of Siegfried Line, and yeah, we're gonna just kind of see how this goes. I have no idea if he knows that Hellcat or not. Ow, okay, well, Jordan's already half dead. The SU-100Y is one of the, I think, the Tier 6 premium tank for the Russian line. Yeah. Really big alpha damage. Kind of low on everything else. So he is running away from, well, the main line because he doesn't really want that to happen to him. These tanks are not the kind of things you want out in the front lines, or the things you want in the back.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And wow. Okay, well. There goes the Tiger.
Ammo storage is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow up.
And now he's ammo wrecked. He's gonna spend his repair kit, right? Yeah, there we go. Huh. It's good to know that's where the MRAC is on SU-100Y. I think he's trying to repeat this. Nope. Oh well. Where's that Tiger? Ooh, something big just hit him. Ah. Great. Well, now he's got 80 health left. Ooh, look. Surprise ARL. No, never mind. Aww. So as you can see, one of the major downsides of this tank is having to actually, the fact that it doesn't have a turret, so it actually has to move around to take shots. The fact that it's just so huge means he's not even in cover behind this bush. Oh well. Need to increase the main map so I could actually see what was going on everywhere else. That poor Tiger 2 took a great shot. And I think that Hellcat is dueling with Cadet right now. We'll have to see who wins that fight. Fortunately, that shot went off the upper glacis of the Tiger 2. That wasn't going to pen. Oh, he's getting shot in the back. And something bounced off him. Wait. Where did that bounce? Oh, wow. Okay. Out of bounce angle. Good to know. Straight through the turret of the Tiger 2. If you hit the flat or part around the outside of the turret that isn't the mantle, the front face, it is possible to get through, as you just saw. Now he's going hunting, because really, there's only 3 of them left. Ooh, unsuspecting. Oh, poor T-32. No. Aww. Though I guess he did manage to pull the turret away from Cadet, who did get the kill. Good job. So here you can see how much, people he actually shot here. 5 penetrating hits, 6 directs. You can see he had by far the most XP on his team. I think the majority of that is because that one shot on the Tiger in the beginning, but he did quite a bit of damage on top of that as well. And this is why you buy a premium tank, not for how it looks, but for the cash you can earn at the end of a game. 110 grand, huh? Wow. For firing 7 shots. That's not bad. Potential damage received is very interesting considering the tank he's in. So he actually got lucky a couple times. Something must have hit his checks, or that bounce was from a lot bigger shell than I thought it was. Okay, let's get on to the next game. And we're back. So this is Monkey Captain, another good friend of mine, as most of you may know. He is in his T-34, and he is alone as far as platoon mates. Doesn't have anyone else in this game he can actually count on. Well, he doesn't have anyone yet. He might develop some friends as the game goes on. Every once in a while you find competent people on your team. Every once in a while. So he is going to go take up the normal spot in the top corner of the map, the spot where the heavy tanks go to. He has the IS-2 and the IS-8 seem like they're stopping here. Interesting. I am uncertain why he fired that round that way, though. Well, no, I know why he fired it. That way anyway. Assuming that the enemy team is doing the same thing he is, there is 4 or 5, maybe more heavy tanks rolling across that gap. Yeah, maybe he hits one of them. Even if he manages to dig a track, it's worth a shot. Don't do it a whole lot because it's just a waste of ammunition 9% of the time, but I can understand why it would. Now, right now, he only has a KV-3 with him, and it is really far behind. Well, far enough behind him to not be effective right now. So he's actually just going to pull up here. Now, he's counting on the support of the teammates who are camping way back there in the most unhelpful position possible to support him here. We're going to pull the mini-map up big enough that I can actually see something. You can see he's got wow. There is a lot of, at least 3 heavy tanks sitting back on what should be a TD ledge. And 4 heavy tanks over there. The IS-2, T-29, IS-8, T-32. Yep. And the Ferdinand, who's the only one who should be over there. That T-30's. T-30's got a nice spot though. Okay. There we go. There's the first guy around that corner. Monkey was set up and ready for him and nails him. Now everyone else is sitting here directly in the line of fire of the guys who are still camping that ridge line. And he's just going to pull up, open fire while keeping himself held down. And just keep putting shots in the targets. And you'll see he's taking advantage of the fact that you can just see the tiniest bit of flat surface of that Object 704 and making him pay for it. He doesn't want to go out there far enough that Object 704 can shoot back. Because if it hits anything other than his turret, it's probably going to go straight through. And if it hits the cheeks of his turret, not the mantle, it's still probably going to go through. That's 700 damage he does not need to take. You can see the rest of his team aren't exactly keeping the same kind of line. They keep poking themselves far enough to take return fire. So slowly but surely, Monkey's losing all his help. Now this is the IS-8 that was camping the ridge back there. At some point he made his way up. Apparently just in time to get shot a couple times, and now he's just gonna sit there. He can't really do anything else at this point because he's such low health. Nice kill right there. Now the one problem with the T-34 is it's super long reload. It has a 13-second reload, I believe. Ooh, so he's gonna spin around and go after these guys while he hopes his teammates will handle the guys on top of the ridge. Except apparently everybody senses an easy kill. And they all turn around. And so they're just going to let that T-34 in the back door, apparently. I'm shaking my head at this point. Because, you know, strategies and pub matches and all. Seriously. The T-30 across the ridge misses his shot, sadly. Oh, Patton gets him. Good. Okay. So you notice that Monkey's taking quite a few shots. We're just going to pause it here for a sec. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. SMU super chat. Okay. Pause it here. And there. That Commander's Cupola was the last hit. Everything else has been bouncing off his mantle. Because that's all he's showing them. And they're not going to pen that. Okay. Now we can't roll backwards too far because of the Tiger P and the T-34 behind him. His team still haven't done anything about. Though you can't blame the IS-8 too much because he's still on about 200 health, or he was last we knew. So he's just not really in a position to go out there and charge them. However, we are being capped. And there's only about a minute left till you can see that Monkey's been firing regular ammo this entire time. And he's almost out. Kind of wish I'd pay attention to how many shells he got to begin with, though. Okay, he's only got about 30 seconds to get to that cap before this game's over, and they just lose. I have an AMX 5100 Overwatch on the cap and an IS in the cap. IS-6, my bad. T-30 makes a brave dash for the cap. He saves the game right there. And nice shot by Monkey, takes out the Jag. That's good. That makes the T-30's life much easier. So while the T-30 holds the cap in place, Monkey's going to make sure that nobody shoots him. Now that IS-8 kind of flunked out at the beginning, but the fact that he's still alive shows me that he's at least good at not dying, which is good. So he's got skills to survive this long with that low health. Poor AMX 5100. Oh, it manages to back out before Monkey could reload. Now there's still 3 enemies. No one really knows exactly where they are. The AMX 5100 and the T54 have the speed to get to anywhere they need to. And the IS-2, well, it hasn't been seen in a while, so. Okay, apparently the T54 hasn't moved since the last time he was spotted, so he's not a threat. So now where is the IS-2 and the AMX? Oh, there we go. That was a rather snapshot, considering how long the T-34 normally takes to aim in. But it was a good shot. You see at this point, Monkey's done almost 6,000 damage. And now he's capping. That T-34, or T-34, that T-54 has about 30 seconds to get down and decap before he just loses. I think he's getting hunted by the T-32, so it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, it looks like the T-54 is just going to try and take the kill of the T-32 and call it a day. And that is game. So you can see Monkey damaged quite a few people. He spotted damage on many others, as well as just put raw damage into the majority of his targets. He didn't get many kills considering how much damage he pumped out, but that's really irrelevant because of how much damage he put out. He is top experience on his team. You can see that the only other guy closest to him was the T-32, which must have got a whole bunch of spotting damage off. 2 bit grand in spotting damage. So that T-32 did an amazing job as well. That T-30 didn't get as much experience as he probably should have, but that's because he didn't do a whole bunch of damage, though he did save the game, so he gets props. So 19 shots fired, 16 direct hits, 16 penetration. So every shot that hit the target went through, and that's not luck. It doesn't matter what tank you're using. If you don't know where you're going to shoot, you're going to bounce enough times that it's just not worth shooting unless you know where you're aiming and are going there on purpose. Monkey put a lot of shots through lower plates. He put a lot of shots into the sides of tanks, into parts of the tank that were flat onto him, so that he had as most penetration possible, and just went straight through for clean damage. He received 4 hits. It's a lot less than I thought he received, but only 2 of them actually went through, which means one was a Maynard's pull shot and one was the front of his tank against the AMX 5100. So all in all, he dodged a lot, and you can see the difference between a premium account and a standard account. He earned 150 grand before cost came out versus the 100 he would have earned if he hadn't been premium. But this was a pretty epic match to watch, and I'm just glad I got to watch it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please, if you like this, hit the like button or subscribe button. It does help me out quite a bit. I owe you through.